been amazing. Since I've been cleared, I've been doing everything like a normal player. So it's like I picked up right where I left off. So last year I couldn't do anything. This year I have to get better at my weaknesses. So getting stronger, doing all the stuff that I need to work on.
When did you get cleared, and what was your reaction?
I got cleared. It was a process, so it wasn't really like a set date. So I had to go through a whole process of when the scheduling and stuff like that. But when it was all said and done, I was super excited. I was back to playing football again, so that's all I ever asked. So,
does that give you an appreciation for practicing?
Oh,
just the way that it was for you last year.
I approach practice a lot differently now. Last year made me appreciate practice more. Now I treat it like a art, like it's a perspective change. So like, you know how people do taekwondo and taijutsu. I think as football as like a art form or a lifestyle. So like, you go in, you do what you need to work on, and it's a lifestyle. So you kind of immerse yourself into football.
You've been here 7 years now. Do the guys give you a hard time about being the first seventh-year player in Nebraska football history?
Of course, yeah. So I get called Unc all the time. I get called old man all the time. I actually texted Deontay Williams a little while ago and said, I know how you feel now. So, like, just being, like, the older guy and going through all those generations, I get a lot of wisdom to share to the younger guys, and it's actually great. I like being the older guy, so it's fine.
You knew near the end of last season that there was a potential for you to come back. Just what was your process like in trying to figure out what you wanted to do for this year?
So I always wanted to come back. I kind of already had like an 80% chance, knew I was going to come back. But like during that time, we were in a bowl game and we were at the end of the season, so I really wasn't focused on what was happening next year. But when the season did end, Coach Rule talked to me. The NCAA kind of proved it pretty quickly that I was coming back, so it wasn't really any hassle for me.
How would you describe maybe the range of possibilities for how you could fit into the defense this next year?
Yeah, I can. Since I've been here for a long time, played football for a long time, I'm a little vet. So I know a lot about football. They can plug me in anywhere, jack, field linebacker, boundary linebacker now. They can put me alone in the box. I mean, I've done it multiple times. It's just me getting reps now since I've missed that whole year last year, and me being able to make the mistakes that I have done multiple times is probably essential for me to be getting better in my growth.
You mentioned that you like being the older guy in the room. When you're 25, though, just like in practice, and there's an 18-year-old next to you, what's that like for you? Is it something you're conscious of in the moment?
In the moment, no. It's just another person right there that I got to win against or I got to compete with. So everyone's part of the team and everyone is just trying to get better. But I guess when I am in a weight room or I am in a film room, I do look to the side of me and be like, dang, Jacob Bauer is like 20 years old. So like he is a young guy, and I do be like, wow, that's crazy. But then that just kind of verifies my journey that I've walked. The path that I've walked is kind of unique.
What's it like to play for Butler, and how is he unique, or somebody that you enjoy being a part of his defense?
He's a unique coach. He's very frantic on the football knowledge of the game. He wants you to be immersed in football. He wants you to learn the tendencies, learn the actual game of football. So if you don't, he's very vocal on how you need to be into the game. So that's what the main focus in the spring ball is to become more immersed in football and to become more knowledgeable of the game itself.
The 7 years you've been here, though, a lot has changed with football, with the transfer portal, NIL, rev share. When you just kind of reflect back on this time, I mean, how much do you feel that change, see a lot of these changes that you've been able to, I mean, you go back to 2019 to now, I mean, it's a different game.
It's a very different game now. Like, transfer portal is open a lot of the time. People are transferring. NIL, I mean, it's just a whole different ball game now. And I'm kind of like the bridge between two worlds, like the older generation and the younger generation. I've been through it all, so like I can relate to the older guys, you know, like the Jay Foremans and stuff like that, and I can relate to the younger guys like Ja'Cory Barney and Vincent Shavers.
Do you remember what it was like to be kind of broke as a student athlete when you guys didn't have money?
Yeah, I do actually. I remember saving up money. I remember riding my scooter, not trying to spend money on fast food, trying to go to the training table because I was hungry. And then I remember the times like now. I mean, we're all blessed now, so it's a lot easier than it was before.
Back to last year for a second. Your coaches and your teammates gave you a lot of grace as you were recovering. Just how grateful are you for the patience that everybody had with you?
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful because I think since my class and all the older guys I was with, they understand what I was going through, especially from the years in the past and all the stuff that I've been through. I'm extremely grateful for my teammates and all my friends that have left and are still here.
You mentioned the portal. What's kind of your impression of some of the transfers that have come in, and are there some guys that have gotten your attention that can help pretty quickly?
Yeah, they're meshing really well. Like, it's not even a skip beat has happened. Like, Mar Watson, he's doing really well. I mean, that's one name. I've worked with him all the time because he's a linebacker, obviously. So we're getting the chemistry right, but he can play. I can name you even more guys off the top of my head, but yeah, those guys they're playing really well.
You weren't the only old head, so to speak, coming back. We just had one walk out of here with
Right.
Deshaun. Just what's it like having him back in the defensive room?
Oh, me and him go way back because I was here when he first got here. So like he's just one of my brothers that's right next to me. We're locker mates, so like we just talk about how things used to be, how things are now, and how fun football is. It's just we're both trying to achieve the same goal, and so having someone like that by your side and someone like that on the defense is definitely very helpful.
Last year before you had the blood clot reoccurrence, you seemed pretty set on, making the most out of last season. How do you keep the mindset to be positive when you've had that come back multiple times?
Yeah, it's more like a confidence thing. So I was blessed to be able to be the blood clot not to be that severe. So just based on that, I knew that my path is a little different than everyone else's. I would obviously like to go to the next level, but even if my road is a little windier than most, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to achieve the goal that I set out to have since I was 6 years old. So if that means risking my life to play the game, I will do that.
What's left for you in the classroom? Are you? I assume you've been graduated for May of 23. So what are you working on now?
Post-bac, just fucking post-bac classes, taking classes here and there, just stuff that interests me. So I'm in a psychology class right now, so I enjoy psychology.
All good? Thanks, Jay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.